Welcome to Building Stuff. Today we're looking at growing things in a very hot greenhouse in the middle of summer here in Sydney. Let's have a look at the temperature. Okay, so we're looking at the shady side of the greenhouse and it is 43.5 degrees Celsius in the shady side. And inside the greenhouse it is 56.5 odd degrees. And if you look around, that's degrees Celsius by the way. A lot of the leafy green vegetables are still doing okay. The perpetual spinach is still green and vibrant. Basil is still okay. These are a little bit droopy, but not too bad considering. Eggplant going very well, they like the heat. These other vegetables, choy sum, very droopy. Bok choy in the back a bit droopy. In the aquaponic system we have more choy sum and they're looking well because they're slightly more shaded there and also their roots are directly in water. So not bad for 56 degrees Celsius. And the water spinach are loving it. They love the heat and humidity and they're growing very well. And so is the ginger. Ginger love heat and going all right. So as you can see, you can grow some things in a very hot greenhouse if you select the right plants to plant. And let's have a look out here. More choy sum in the aquaponic system, doing moderately well considering the temperature in here. Roots directly in water, so they're faring very well. So as you can see, you can grow quite a number of leafy vegetables in a greenhouse in the middle of summer. Very high temperatures in here, but obviously if the temperatures were consistently like that for many days, over a week, it might create some issues, but lower temperatures these plants can tolerate. They've been tolerating about 40 something degrees Celsius in here for the last few weeks during the daytime, and they seem to be okay. You can hear the fans running and they're helping to cool things down. Excellent. I'll see you next time. Okay, it's been about a week since that very hot day. I'm just going to revisit the plants and see how they're doing. Okay, choy sum here doing very well in the slightly cooler days. Some of the spinach back there going okay. These one seedlings here, not so good because they were attacked by slugs. But in the main, these plants, leafy green vegetables, are growing quite well in the greenhouse, in a very hot greenhouse. And the temperature in here during the day still climbs to 45 or more degrees at times. Spinach going okay. And eggplant going fine. Some of the vegetables here have been harvested. No, they did not die. Bok choy likes it a bit cooler, going all right. And these plants in the aquaponic system also going very well. Coming over here to the water spinach, there's a forest in here. Now some of them have been harvested on this side here, and you can see it's a big forest here. I've harvested some on the other side. Let's go through. Cucumbers loving it in the heat. More water spinach. And so this side the water spinach is being grown in the aquaponic system. On the other side where there's that big forest, they've actually grown into the planter boxes down there. And so I've harvested quite a fair bit already, and there's another forest coming up for harvesting. Water spinach, perfect vegetable for a really hot greenhouse. Leafy vegetables if you like that sort of Asian vegetable thing. So as you can see, you can grow leafy vegetables in a very hot greenhouse. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on last year's video in regards to growing in a hot greenhouse, so you can see that it's not a one-off thing. It's reproducible. You can grow, this is the second season in this greenhouse, so by all means try it. You don't need to stop growing in a hot greenhouse. Anyway, I hope you've liked the video. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time.
3 weeks ago. Very brief introduction to the leafy vegetables. Now, if you grow ornamentals or cacti or other plants that are more robust in the greenhouse, then you'll probably survive heat a lot better. Very thin leafy vegetables, a little bit different, but I was of the opinion that you couldn't raise these vegetables in a very hot greenhouse, but as you can see, a lot of them are doing quite well in there. And let's see how they fare. I've left them for 3 weeks, gone away, a little more than 3 weeks, and automation is supposed to have taken care of them. Let's go and have a look. Okay, inside the greenhouse, and first thing you'll see is the obvious growth and change in the plants over the 3 weeks. So let's go through them one by one. Down here we've got what is supposed to be the Swiss chard or the silver beet, and they're not doing so well. But next to them is a broccoletti, also known I think as rapini, and doing reasonably well. The cucumber behind them is going very well, had plenty of water, and strawberries in these baskets are doing perfectly well. Basil in there doing okay. Small Swiss chard doing okay. More Swiss chard back here doing not too badly. Water spinach going crazy. Water spinach love the heat and humidity, and so that's one of the plants that you can really grow in a really hot greenhouse through the summer if you want some leafy greens for your plate. And here some of the perpetual spinach doing reasonably well as well. I think they tolerate the heat not too badly. And more perpetual spinach. Some of them not doing the best, but not too bad. And bok choy. Now bok choy probably prefer slightly cooler than this, but they've done okay. Chop suey also probably prefer a little bit cooler than this, but they're doing alright. And more perpetual spinach over here doing pretty well. Spring onions doing pretty well. Now, just here, I'll show you the automation. 4 circuits on an inverter run pump. The thing with 4 different circuits is it has 2 advantages. One, you can control each of them separately, and if one should die, then you don't lose all of your plants in the greenhouse. So 4 different circuits. The other benefit is that for a small pump, and this is running on solar powered inverter pump, you don't get very much power out of them, and so the different circuits allow you to maintain some of the pressure. Let's continue into here. More water spinach going crazy. Strawberry there doing well. Down here you'll find ginger hidden. Now the ginger likes the heat and humidity as well, so that'll do very well. And over here the water spinach has gone crazy, starting to wind itself up to the ceiling along these chains. Amongst the water spinach here is some gailan or Chinese broccoli. I grow those as a cut and come again vegetable, much like the water spinach, so very easy. Over here some of the young broccoletti haven't done so well, but they've grown since we've last seen them. A little bit more Chinese broccoli. Strawberries in the baskets doing alright. Vietnamese mint, normal mint going okay in the baskets. More broccoletti, more Chinese broccoli, and more perpetual spinach. Now we come over to this garden bed in the greenhouse here. The Thai basil doing okay, not so good in certain parts, but my eggplant is suffering enormously. 3 small eggplants on it, leaves all dry and crisp. And I'm wondering why that is so. And I looked at the pump. Now this particular garden bed in this quarter of the greenhouse runs on a different water pump. It's a 12-volt water pump, a small one, and it actually has died since in the time that I've been away. Now despite that, and because the eggplant, and back here the cucumber, they've got lots of leaves, big plants, take a lot of water. They're some of the first to go when they lose water. But if you have a look, some of the Chinese broccoli and this broccoletti, which seems to survive really well, it hasn't had water much like the eggplant and the cucumber, but it's doing not too badly at all, despite the fact that the pump has died. I don't know how long for. One broccoletti here, also known as rapini, doing all right. Over here, again, these ones are actually on a slightly different system, so that's why they've survived better. And the cucumber in the corner doing well. But the baskets you can see there with the strawberries, they were on that original 12-volt pump circuit, and they have not fared very well at all. Cucumber here, totally gone. So as you can see, it is possible to grow leafy green vegetables, and if you select things like water spinach, you can grow them through a very hot summer in a very hot greenhouse. Sometimes when it's sunny for the whole day and 35 degrees outside, it can easily get to 42 or 45 degrees Celsius here in the greenhouse. You can still get vegetables growing through the whole summer, and various other plants. Eggplants typically would love the heat, but it's just run out of water. Cucumber also don't mind the heat, I believe, but also no water. Now the other thing with automation in a hot greenhouse is fans. I've got many fans running. You'll see one here, 12-volt fans, one up there covering this corner. In the far corner there, the black image is a fan, another fan covering that corner, another fan here covering this corner along with this fan here. And if we swing back, you'll see a fan up there and a fan here, and you can see the leaves moving and you can hear the fans running. Now that helps with cooling, obviously, circulating air, reducing the humidity. What you also notice if you watch some of my other videos, all the lower panels are vented with fly screen, all vented right across to try and keep everything nice and cool. Now previously I did a video about management of heat and humidity in a greenhouse. You can watch that on my channel, and I was using shade cloth, but I really don't think we really need it unless you're growing something that's very sensitive. As you can see, all vented, and a couple of roof vents. It's still early in the morning at the moment, the roof vents haven't opened. One roof vent and another roof vent back in there. They haven't opened yet. It's only 23 or so degrees Celsius, 24 degrees Celsius at the moment in here. And based on the analog gauge, we're at about that same temperature, 22 or so. So that's it, folks. You can grow some vegetables through a very hot summer season in a very hot greenhouse if you want to do so. If you like the video, please click the like button and subscribe, and that will encourage me to do some more videos for you. See you again next time.